Got a two-stroke in the background. So we finally got the KZ1000 Police 2001 back up and running. Just doing an oil change on it. Needs a few other things. Tires needs to be gone through a little bit. We did carburetors, synchronized the carburetors, cleaned a bunch of rust out of the tank, rebuilt the petcock, fired it up, smoked like a locomotive for about 10-15 minutes and then cleared out. Must have been just oil sitting in the cylinders. So just dropped the oil right now. I have a new OEM Kawasaki oil filter to throw in there, and that'll be good for now on that. And then next we've got the 1991 Yamaha Virago 1100 thing. Pretty much need to do all the same stuff: battery, carb clean, clean out the fuel tank. Got a bunch of rust in the fuel tank. It has a weird setup also where it's got a regular gas tank on the top, and then it has a secondary tank that sits right here, and actually has a fuel pump that pumps it up to the carburetor. Weird design, but whatever. That's what we're working with. So probably gotta clean out all the hoses that go up there. I don't think they're available anymore. And yeah, that's the next one. So I wanted to show you guys something on these KZ1000 police bikes. They ran these things from like the 80s all the way up until the 2000s, like mid 2000s. So they're kind of like a vintage bike, but also still in the 2000s, so pretty cool. That being said, there's a couple different things you find on these that you wouldn't find on like a modern 4-cylinder motorcycle. One thing is, I'm doing the oil change right now. The oil filter is this cartridge type oil filter. It's more like the old style. This is the old one. There's a new OEM Kawasaki one. Has a couple pieces to it. Slide it on there. Goes up in the bottom of the engine like that. So the modern bikes have the like screw-on style, like you would find in any car or truck, like your Chevy, Toyota, whatever. So just a little bit different style, a little old school. I know what you're thinking. You can't put Yamalube in a Kawasaki. That's like riding a quad on a motocross track. But no, it's not the same. This stuff is the cheapest that they sell at the dealership. I would probably put like Castrol GTX in there, but I was already at the dealership for other parts, so cheapest oil is what the cheapest bike gets. Yeah, we're gonna measure this out real scientific-y, like get little measuring cups and we're just gonna dump it all in here. And when it starts pouring out, that's when we're done. Just kidding. There's a sight glass. We'll put a couple liters. This is Japanese in. If it was American bike, it'd be quarts. And then we'll check it accordingly. Man, got another motorcycle out there somewhere. Riding don't hide 'em. Said that wrong, probably, whatever. So I dumped nearly all of that jug in there. Didn't miss the funnel this time, so that's good. We're gonna fire it up, get the oil on the nooks and crannies. Oh, good. Sick. And we'll run the motor for a little bit, get it warmed up, get all the oil circulating. Yes, circulating. And then we'll check it in the sight glass and see where we're at. Gotta pull the clutch in on these to get them started. Safety, right? Make sure there's no oil shooting out anywhere. We're good. Run front end of these bikes just does something for me. It's like a classic look.